What's up, peoples? Oh, man. Beautiful afternoon to you. Hey, listen. I made a video maybe about a week ago, and I was talking about, I said something about me and my staff. My staff that was perfect. I had to chop the branch a little bit. You see, at the knuckle, at the joint. Well, we call it the knuckle. Anyway, I cut it right there, but it was perfect for me. You see, it was perfect. And the branch was hanging out the dumpster. How I saw it, that big ass dumpster was in front of my home. That's why that's why it was so easy to see. It was just, somebody must have threw it in there, I don't know. But it's a beautiful staff. It was a beautiful stick, you see. It was a beautiful stick that was hanging out the dumpster. It was beautiful. And so I chopped it at the joint, at the knuckle, skinned it a little bit, shaped it the way I wanted it, you see. And I put some black paint over the whole stick while I was blessing it from how me and the Most High communicate. That's how I bless my staff, you see. Listen, just a few minutes ago, I came from Speedway. I went down this alley and over there to Family Dollar. And as I'm hitting Family Dollar's parking lot, over there in the bushes, there was this woman. She just popped out the bushes with some grocery bags, probably about 2 grocery bags, wrapped around the cuff of her arm, and the other one, was in her hand. Listen, this was the most beautiful woman I ever seen in my motherfucking life, and I'm 55 years old. I'll be 55 years old on the 22nd of August. And this woman was the most beautiful woman in the world, in my world, that I ever saw in my life. Everything about this woman would tantalize a man's soul. And, well, out here, it'll tantalize women's souls also. This woman came out the bushes. Listen to what I'm saying to you. She was dirty. She didn't have no shoes on. Her hair was all over her head. When she smiled, all of her teeth were straight. You see, they were yellow. Hey, listen. You see, you know how when people dress up, when most women dress up, they put on their costumes to go out into the world. You see, the eyebrows, the type of clothing they wear, the hair pieces. When they go outside, they put on their costume for reasons, whatever. They cover their natural selves. Go to the other side. Go to the other side and hear what I'm saying. This woman had a costume on. And she looked desperate, hungry, low, dirty, funky, disgusting. But God damn it, she was the most beautiful woman I ever met in my life, or ever saw in my life. I didn't stop to speak to her. I just slowed down to see what I was seeing as she was rising up from the grass under this tree, next to this bush. She was hiding. She had a spot deep in the cut of the bushes. She was dirty, filthy looking. This woman that I saw, she had a costume on, looking like the lowest of the lowest. But when she rose up and I slowed down to look and pretended like I was fixing my bike chain because I had to see what I was seeing, she had a costume on. You see? Was she on drugs? Was she an alcoholic? Her eyes were bright. Her skin complexion was pure. Her skin complexion, her face complexion, her arms and her legs and her feet had scars on it, filthy looking. I didn't get too close to her. I just looked. She had a Nubian physique. A figure. This woman was the most beautiful woman I ever saw in my life. She was in the dumpster. She was in the pit. She was in the trash can. She was filthy, dirty, disgusting, shameful, horrible looking. But something told me to slow down and see what I was actually seeing. She was built perfect. Something entered that woman, and she still is possessed by that being here to this day. However long she was possessed by the being, she's still possessed by the being to this day. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying to you. I don't know how she was possessed, but I know she was possessed by some type of being, because this woman was the most beautiful woman I ever saw in my life, and I saw her in a goddamn dumpster. She was dirty, she was filthy, but through all the surface, looking past all the horrible ways she looked, this woman was fucking beautiful. How did she get in the dumpster, nigga? What happened to this woman?